This is Sudine Riley, a Black criminal defense lawyer in Canada, doing her job, serving clients and participating in our justice system. But on January 23rd, 2026, something happened that should alarm every single Canadian, especially anyone who cares about justice, equity, and the rule of law. On the afternoon of January 23rd at Oshawa courthouse in Ontario, Sudine Riley had just finished a trial. She stayed behind to catch up on some legal work in a private interview room, like any lawyer does. This is when things escalated. According to a statement from her lawyer, Riley was approached by uniformed Durham Regional Police officers who challenged her presence in this room, even though she was working lawfully. What happened next, according to her legal team, her head was slammed into a desk. Officers put their knees on her back and her neck. They ripped off her headscarf. Her skirt was lifted up. She suffered visible injuries, a bleeding head and a swollen eye. And she was handcuffed and dragged out of the room. All of this accordingly happened while she was doing her job as a lawyer. She was not committing a crime. This incident has sparked concern and demands for accountability. Legal organizations across Canada, including the Canadian Civil Liberties Association, Canadian Association of Black Lawyers, and others, are calling for a fully independent investigation. They argue that the police service cannot investigate themselves, we've said this for years, in a case like this, and that independent oversight is definitely needed, especially with concerns about bias and discrimination. The Durham Regional Police Service says it has referred this matter to the York Regional Police for investigation and says the allegations are being treated seriously. However, and this is key, Ontario's police watchdog, the Special Investigations Unit, has declined to investigate because it says this case doesn't meet their specific criteria under current law, even though Riley suffered injuries. Sudine Riley is a Black woman, a Black lawyer. She is Black excellence, educated, licensed, and doing her professional duties inside of a courthouse where she should be safe to do so. This is one of the most structured institutions in our country, and yet her presence was questioned with force, not with clarity or with courtesy or respect. The violent treatment of a lawyer who was simply doing her job raises questions about how Black people are perceived and how they are policed, even when they are contributing to the justice system itself. How sick is that? After the brutal encounter with Durham Regional Police officers, Sudine was charged under the Ontario Trespass to Property Act, and Sudine has said that she plans to contest these charges in court, but this just speaks to a bigger issue. And only in response to the public's concern and mounting pressure from legal groups, the Durham Regional Police Service announced that the officers involved have been reassigned to duties that no longer include the courthouse security while the situation is being reviewed. And this is why they cannot investigate themselves. We all should be outraged because a Black woman was injured in her place of work, period. And what makes this even harder to stomach is that today is the first day of Black History Month. We are supposed to be entering a month about recognizing Black excellence, Black resilience, and Black contributions to this country. And instead, we're watching a Black woman lawyer get violently removed from a courthouse for simply existing and doing her job. This should be front page news, and this should spark national outrage. And the fact that it hasn't tells you exactly how normalized it is. Justice for Sudine Riley.